A few months ago, I noticed something strange. I was learning more than ever. Reading, watching, taking notes. But when it came time to actually think, my mind felt slow, scattered, like it couldn't hold on to anything for long. And that's when I realized something. Getting smarter isn't about adding more. It's about removing what's quietly making you worse. So I stopped trying to learn harder and started changing a few small habits. That's when everything shifted. These aren't study tricks. These are habits that quietly upgrade how your brain works. Smart people don't rely on discipline as much as you think. They design their environment to make starting easy, because your brain is constantly trying to conserve energy. If something feels even slightly difficult to begin, it delays it. Not because you're lazy, because your brain is efficient. So remove the resistance before it appears. Prepare the task in advance. Open the book. Set up the workspace. Make the first step obvious. When starting becomes effortless, thinking starts happening without force. Most people confuse exposure with understanding. They learn something and immediately move on to the next thing. But the brain doesn't grow from exposure. It grows from processing. When you pause after learning, your brain starts connecting ideas, linking them to what you already know. That's where real intelligence forms. So instead of chasing more content, stay with one idea longer than feels comfortable, because depth always beats speed. This is where most people quietly lose their ability to think. Constant input, fast content, endless switching, always something new. It feels productive, but it trains your brain to expect speed. And once your brain expects speed, it rejects anything slow. Reading feels harder, thinking feels heavier. So control what enters your mind, because clarity doesn't come from more information, it comes from protecting your attention. After learning something, most people move on too quickly, but smart people pause. They ask one simple question: what did I actually understand? Not what you saw, not what you heard, what you can explain without looking back. This forces your brain to organize information, and organized knowledge becomes usable thinking. Without reflection, information stays scattered. With reflection, it becomes power. Your environment is always shaping your thinking, even when you don't notice it. Every object around you sends a signal. A messy space tells your brain there's no structure. A clean, intentional space signals focus. That's why willpower feels weaker in the wrong environment. So don't rely on discipline. Design the space instead. Remove distractions before they become decisions. Place important things where your attention naturally goes. Because your brain follows what is visible and easy. And over time, your environment starts doing the work for you. Your brain needs moments with no stimulation, no input, no scrolling, no background noise. Because constant stimulation keeps your brain reactive. It never gets the chance to think on its own. At first, silence feels uncomfortable. That's not boredom. That's withdrawal from constant input. But if you stay in that space, your thoughts slow down. They become clearer. And you start thinking instead of reacting. This is where real ideas are formed. Most people chase new ideas all the time. They think more information means more intelligence. But real understanding works differently. It comes from repetition. When you revisit the same idea, your brain sees it deeper each time. It builds stronger connections. That's how knowledge compounds. So instead of always moving forward, go back. Revisit what mattered. Because depth is built through repetition, not novelty. You don't become smarter by doing more. You become smarter by thinking better. And thinking better is built through small habits repeated every day. Your brain is being shaped by what you do daily. The only question is, are those habits making you sharper or slowly making you worse? If you want to take control of your focus and your mind, subscribe to Max Harrison.